What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Construction Machine Simulator 2015. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me to bring this game back, and it's been a little while since I've been in this game, but I'm really excited to bring it back for multiple reasons. One, because I enjoy playing it, and the second reason is because, like I said before, so many of you guys requested this game. Like, a ton of you requested this game. I've actually been really surprised at how many people have consistently requested this game, so I really appreciate the support, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So, we're going to go to our contracts. We've got a, quote-unquote, bury the pipes contract, so we're going to go ahead and get that started. But, let's see, we need an excavator and a truck, so I'm guessing truck is in, like, dump truck or something, which I did buy in an earlier episode, so I think we should be good to go. So, let's see, abandoned construction site, where are these pipes we gotta bury? So, like, over there. Okay, so the deal here is we have our dump truck right here, and you know what? Let's just go ahead and drive it over. Dump truck simulator. Oh God, I just realized if we go off the edge, it's gonna end quite badly. Wow, this thing has like instant steering response. It's just like boom, it goes. And don't hit any of the don't hit any of the stuff that says fragile on it. Could end badly. So now... Oh, I see. Okay, so we gotta drop off the dirt, like, right there, and then use the excavator to bury the pipes. It should be a straightforward job. I say should be, but there's a lot of obstacles here. Like, there's these spikes that could pop your tires. There's all sorts of stuff throughout the area, so... I don't know if we just have to drive it there, or... Okay, objective done. Unload the truck by tilting the platform. Gotcha. Okay, so... There we go. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Objective complete, so now we'll bring that back down and move the truck just a little bit out of the way so it's not just kind of sitting in the middle of our job site. And... That's not a lot of dirt, admittedly. That'd be I feel like it's not going to be enough dirt to bury those pipes, but we'll see. Now, we have a little bit more experience with the excavator now. I did some practice earlier, but I'm not sure if that practice is going to be enough. We'll see. It should be, but apparently not. Come on. Bring it back. Wait. No, no, no. Wow. We lost all of it. All of it. That sucked. That was so bad. That was insanely, like, terrible. Come on. Come on. Lift up. There you go. Three out of 50. This may take a while. I feel like this is one of those jobs that's gonna... that you think, oh, it's no problem, it'll be done in like 5 minutes. No. Well, not necessarily 5 minutes, but you don't think it's going to take a really long time, and then you realize that it's going to be a lot different than that. Oh, come on. Come on. Lift. Put that right there. Come on. The funny thing is, you get so focused when you're playing, especially when you're playing this game and you have objectives like this, you get so focused, and you're like, oh my god, we have to, like, you're trying to complete the level, and you're trying to stay focused on everything else, but you're like, am I really putting this much am I really putting, like, this much focus into burying concrete pipes? I mean, apparently I am. Really? Enough focus that I jumped out of the dang excavator, apparently. But, 9 out of 50. And I think the thing is that when it comes down to this, you're like, you know what? Or at least for me, it's like, this is one of those games where you can't just... You're not going to just talk about what's happening in the game at hand, because it's funny because it's very... The tasks are sort of mundane, but at the same time, you're like... At the same time, they're fun to play. So, but I think something I did want to talk about, though, is the fact that a lot of people have been asking me what I'm going to do with the truck, with the Dodge. And this is a good topic to talk about because I've been getting so many comments about it on my Instagram. So many of you guys wanting to know what's going to happen with the Dodge as far as, like, you know, customization and stuff like that goes. But, and I do have some plans. I actually have a lot of plans, but we'll see how those plans follow through, just depending on what the plans are with the FRS as well, because the FRS, the mods aren't done on the FRS. They just kind of slowed down just a little bit, just because of a couple of other things like the truck, and then and then also a couple of other trips that have been going on. But the main thing with the FRS that I've been wanting to do is to get it a little bit more track prepped. I need to do some stuff to the brakes, and I need to do some stuff to a couple of other things. Like, I would like to, first of all, I would like to actually get some more gas in this excavator. But another thing, well, one of the main things I would like to do besides the actual like brake mods that I've been talking about a little bit earlier, I think some other just track prep stuff. Like, I would like to eventually have maybe possibly a cage, but I know I definitely want harnesses in the car. So, and that depends on whether or not we change the seats. We probably won't change the seats, but I'm still not sure, because the stock seats are really, really nice, and the stock seats with harnesses can be really, really effective for what you end up using them for. So, really? Gotta fix that now? Oh my god. But like I said, the stock seats with harnesses is actually kind of a popular mod to do with an FRS or a BRZ, because the stock seats are so good anyway that you don't really have to worry about moving around. It's just the fact that when you have harnesses, you're not as concerned about actually, like, using the steering wheel at all to keep you in place. You're more just focused on the actual drive, and or just on driving. So there's never really any concern at all about whether or not you're actually going to be in place. It's just an automatic thing with the harnesses. So that's definitely something I think I want to think about, and something that we'll probably do going forward. But as far as stuff to the, like I said before, as far as stuff goes for the Dodge, I know that there's some suspension stuff coming, and I don't want to give away too much on that, because I know that everybody's going to want to know about suspension stuff and tuning stuff and everything later on. But if I could remember how to get this freaking excavator to work properly, that would be nice. Like that. Ish, sort of, maybe. But there's suspension stuff coming down the road. I think I know what I want to do as far as suspension goes, but I'm not 100% positive yet. So I think the thing is, once I figure out what suspension parts I want to go with, and I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking, like, what size lift is it going to be? We're going to see. I haven't decided yet. We're going to see. I haven't decided. I've kind of got a few options in mind, but like I said, I'm not totally set on one or the other just yet. So it's going to be, it's a process, for sure. It's a process picking what's going to work well for daily driving, what's going to work well for, if you needed to take the truck on a longer drive, because some of these lifted vehicles on longer drives can be like a nightmare. So I definitely don't want to do that to the truck, because I really like driving it as it is, and I don't want to hurt the drivability of it at all. So that's definitely something I'm keeping in mind for sure. And then as far as tuning goes, I know I want to do some sort of tuning later on, but because I like the tune on the truck right now. But again, like I said, I do want to improve the tuning a little bit more in the future for sure. So I've got a couple of different tuners I'm looking at, but I'm not sure what tuner I'm going to go with. And I know I want to do wheels and tires, but the thing is, the limiting factor with wheels and tires is also often the suspension. And so if the suspension is a limiting factor with wheels and tires, then you got to figure out what you want to do with suspension before you end up doing wheels and tires, because if you do wheels and tires first and you only focus on what's going to fit on the stock suspension, you may not be ready. It may not look right once you actually do your suspension mods if you've done them after you do the wheels and tires. So there's a lot to think about, and it's funny because a lot of people think like, oh, it's super easy, just go with this, this, and this. And in some cases, yes, it is, but in other cases, when you're modifying a vehicle, you've got a lot of different things you have to actually think about if you want it to be a balanced build. And I'm sure you guys know by this point, I'm all about, all of my builds are always as balanced as possible. And I like to balance them out as much as I can with the options I have to work with. So let's see if we can get that to go out of the bucket before fixing it, which kind of worked actually, but now we got to bring it down and fix it again. So either way, Okay, and it's out of fuel. The bucket is broken. The bucket is broken, and it's out of fuel. Great. Come on. Come on. And done. So, I think also, too, with the whole thing about suspension and, you know, wheels and tires, this and that, the biggest thing is, like I said before about the drivability, it drives so nicely. It drives really, really well right now, and I don't really want to hurt that at all. So that's the biggest thing, really, that's kind of playing into my decision. So, and in regards to the FRS, what needs to be done to it, I mean, aside from, you know, I think the whole thing with the harnesses and the race seats and stuff like that, that's not particularly necessary, so to speak. But what is necessary is to upgrade the brake fluid, because I'll be honest with you guys, I boiled that brake fluid like crazy. The standard brake fluid, I boiled it like crazy on the track. I mean, the stopping power was great for a little while, and then all of a sudden, it wasn't so great. So, that's definitely something that needs attention, but it will get it, for sure. It will get the attention it needs. Let's see if we can bring this down a little bit. And, you know, I mean, I think that upgraded pads and rotors, I mean, I've got upgraded StopTech rotors and Hawk HPS pads on the car right now, but I think that later on in the future, I do want to do a big brake kit, because honestly, like, the best big brake kit that I've seen out there, and the one that seems to be the most popular, especially for forced induction FRSs and BRZs, is the AP Racing Sprint Kit. I have a couple of friends that run it, and they love it, so that'll probably be the big brake kit I end up going with when it's time for a big brake kit. And, I mean, I would love for it to be time for a big brake kit right now, but the thing is, when you're trying to focus on two different vehicles at once, then it starts to get just a little bit more complicated. But, go ahead and put that right there. 47 out of 50. Come on, almost there. And while I really like driving the FRS to the track and then running it on the track and driving it home, I think that also, too, you know, with now having the Dodge is actually one of the main reasons why I decided to get it, was because I wanted to have something to actually trailer the FRS to the track, and, you know, maybe trailer it along with some supporting parts for the car as well. So just in case those parts needed to be used, they were right there in the truck. So we finished our objective. We actually got quite a bit of cash off of it. Wow, that's not bad. That went really, really well. But I think that, let's see, do we have anything else we can do? Pour concrete. Okay, I think we're gonna have to get a different vehicle for that. But if you guys enjoyed this episode of a Construction Machine Simulator 2015, 16. Not quite sure which. I think it's 2015. Then don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later. You guys are beasts.
We were born just to